Hello, second year MSAT student. Welcome to ATR6099, the athletic training capstone course. I'm excited to have you all again. It's been a while since I've seen you or had you at least in an organized class. I recall summer of, what is that, 2021, when you all began the program and I had you in ATR 5000 or 6000. And so now I get the bookend, right? I get you when you first begin the program, and then I get you when you're leaving or graduating or commencing the program. Congratulations on making it to the final semester of our athletic training program here at Point Loma Nazarene University. For some of you, it's been a pretty easy 2 years to get here, and then for others there have been challenges or struggles along the way. Nevertheless, all 19 of you made it, so I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you in different ways. As I mentioned, this is the athletic training capstone course, so it is really unlike any other course that you've taken in our program. This is meant to be a course of self-guidance in some regard, as I work to prepare each of you differently to take and pass successfully the board of certification examination. So a few things that we want to get out of the way always, making sure we're all on the same page with when we actually meet. Our class will meet once a week on Mondays from 11 to 12:50. Sometimes we go the entire class session, sometimes we end early. But if you all could just do me the honor of making sure that you show up to class on time at 11, I will give you guys the same respect and start class on time, and always, if nothing else, in class on time to honor your outside commitments. So the class is Monday. We meet from 11 to 12:50 at Balboa campus in our sports medicine classroom, so nothing changes there. And our final exam will be May 1st, Monday, May 1st, so the first kind of a day of finals week. And your final exam will be different. This will be the time that you defend and present your critical appraisal topics to the faculty in the athletic training program. So we won't have a written final examination. Your final examination will be an oral one and an oral presentation of your critical appraisal topics. So this is your course. This is your Canvas course for your class. You all know that I love to live in the modules, so I'm going to take you all there. I've started this particular class with important website links because, as I said, we're working to prepare you all to take the board of certification examination. And so it becomes important to kind of highlight those things at the forefront. If I could say, what are the goals of this class? The first goal is to get you ready and prepared to present and defend your critical appraisal topic. You'll do that. I've built in homework assignments to make sure that you're meeting with your CAT advisor. Many of you are doing that without being forced to do that, but some of us need something to hold us accountable to that. So I've built in different checkpoints into the class in terms of homework assignments. The other kind of focus of this class is really to kind of get you prepared to take the board of certification examination, and we're going to do that in different ways. One of the first ways we're going to do that is we're going to make sure that you create a BOC account. We're going to make sure that we get you registered for the board of certification examination and that we pay for the board of certification examination fee. So we'll do all of that in the class as opposed to having you do a lot of that work outside of the course. I want to make sure that we're walking hand in hand with all of you to ensure that you go through that process successfully. In the past, when we didn't do that, we found that students had a very hard time figuring out how to register, figuring out how to get through the different steps. And I want to make sure that all of you, if nothing else, at least know how to do that. And then the third thing that I need to do is prepare you to transition to practice or transition to another graduate school, whichever one of those you're choosing to do. By transition to practice, what I mean is you leave our program, you pass a board of certification examination, and you're able to work as a certified athletic trainer. And that could be a certified athletic trainer in the sports medicine setting, the traditional orthopedic setting, but some of you also have aspirations to work as a certified athletic trainer in the non-traditional setting. But whatever your goal is, whatever your desire is when you leave our program, I want to help you get there if I can, or if I can't, at least hopefully I know someone or someone on our faculty knows someone that can help you get to where you want to go ultimately. So the first part of the class, I've posted important links that may help you in that phase of transitioning to practice if you're choosing to want to practice as a certified athletic trainer. I've surveyed a few different individuals who hire in San Diego to see where They most often post their jobs when they have job openings in the field of athletic training. And by far, these were the top 3 hits. That isn't to say this is all inclusive. So I'm sure you all are aware of other websites that may have jobs or job openings or jobs that you've been interested in. So if you want to send me those websites, I'd be happy to post them in this looking for jobs kind of category. And then also in the front matter of the modules, important links for the board of certification. So the first one that I would click on is how do I become certified? What are the steps to do that? Become an informed consumer, right? Understanding the process of becoming a certified athletic trainer will be extremely important. But if you don't click there, it's okay, because in the first couple of weeks of the course, I actually walk you through this as well. The first homework assignment is going to be geared towards kind of creating your board of certification examination account, because this will become important when you actually need to register and do all of the hard work to get to the actual exam date. We have weekly modules set up. So I've set up the weekly modules. Within each weekly module, you'll see both notes and lectures. So anytime I actually going to lecture, the notes for the lectures will be posted there, or are posted there now. I tried to make sure I updated everything before I actually created this course welcome. And then any assignments that we have will be posted under the assignments header. You'll notice that and Zooms category. I've learned in the last 2 years that oftentimes students get sick and then there's no link posted in the course. So what I've tried to do is just post a Zoom link, so that if you are not feeling well, if you are ill, if you should have, I don't know, RSV or COVID or the flu, and you feel up to coming to class via Zoom, then you would just click on this kind of Zoom session, and there will be a link there, and I will start the link. And if you show up, great. And if you don't because you aren't feeling well, no hard feelings, but at least the Zoom link is there. So you will see these in here as assignments, but there is nothing that you have to actually complete. And then we'll always have a BOC prep section. So for the next 15 weeks of this course, or until you take your board certification examination, there will always be at least one quiz, which is kind of a different category. And these quizzes, these Arnhem quizzes, are really built to help you understand where your weaknesses are. One of the things that I've learned over, I don't know, 5 to 6 years of working with athletic training students and preparing them for the boards is that learning where their weaknesses are is a huge advantage, because it allows them to spend more time in their weak content areas. And so you'll learn what those are as we go week by week into the different content areas. And then there are times where we might test in class. My goal ultimately is we have an hour and 50 minutes together. I want to spend 20 or 30 minutes in lecture, and I want to spend that next hour allowing you to test in class, like dedicated in class testing, so you're always in a controlled environment. When you take these quizzes outside of the class, I do not want you using external resources. In fact, to do so would be a disservice, right? When you take these quizzes, your scores may be lower than you're used to, and believe me, so these scores will be thrown out and not included in your actual final grade. But I need these scores to see where you are in your knowledge of the content for that particular week. So as you're taking these quizzes, please do not use external sources to help guide your answer. So I think that's it for the course in general. All of the assignments have already been built out, so you don't have to expect that I'm going to throw a curveball at you in the middle of the semester with a big project that is due. There will be one group project in this course. I will allow you all to choose your group project, and I actually think the more and more I get excited about it, and the more and more I think about what we're going to be doing for this project, I get really excited. So March is National Athletic Training Month. And so what I've done is built an assignment where you guys are creating kind of like a PSA for the profession of athletic training. So it's not a terribly difficult assignment at all, but I think it's important for you guys to understand where athletic training, why athletic training is essential. The athletic training program is an essential part or piece of healthcare, and how we work alongside or together with other healthcare professionals to assure the proper care of a student athlete. And so it's going to be that National Athletic Training Month PSA. So more to come on that. Anyways, I'm looking forward to a great spring semester with you all. Hopefully the class is pretty straightforward and makes sense. But as always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me.